Yo, memamo akwaba shonko so edi aba aye POG Media so Mr. Safi and waba jumedi no so obe subscribe like jumedi and share ne ma for so and sanka be kindly click on the notification bell no so send be the any news be on to platform so on so wahunu de airco and de air ba yemra insem na yemfa insem dodo no enye de embre wa hwe ye ka aye lawyers for and I say yes and I say legal practitioners for a kuhudam for power. I think so recently NDC for enya ebipa na one is Eduzi Tamaklo. He is a learned and a legal practitioner just a muhano obobodia unya de unyini infim and now no on the NPA for NPA National Petroleum Authority for na CEO or da omo anwana just also share eto enyomayi na or the insembi aba betuja papa yi akasa na mamunim sa papa yi onima de na nenim de dru eche ewo embraku ninum ti no ode nyoma bi beto no ma eya ye tasetasim na ye biebie mu se ne be ya eye wonso otie cha wonso wahunu de ekọ ane de eba na wonso tie ne nsem na wonso wahunu eye Ghana sane esimi de esimi ekọ na ene wabedi inkomo bi efa eye justice Torkono ho former chief justice yayinim no honsansam POG Media de yede no honsansam no dodo na be yede eba besom na ene ode insem bi aba betudwa chese ochemu a maame ni yi na yi no eye enkofo bebre aka ho asem especially eye NPP for omode ho eye tansembo bebre dia bo omampani John Dramani Mahama na we reveal eye insembi about eye ne remover no and exposes bebre bia surrounding eye the whole saga so or the aba betudwa chese enya agro kra na papa yi ka say wa utimusa papa yi onimade pa yi and it will shock you the things are really at the two honum exposes be out there or the two honum yebeko na yakwa kuti a year papa no and someone or the or the two jano but POG Media the moment say yesomu e wonu kure kwan so it is subscribe yanko ni kokote yansama orei at the two ja
Chief Justice Kosa
Akukosa say Akukosa
now on any very close na okaya tell you Adamasi no omo treason trial no so okay
Mekai yeah
good in the treason trial no buy no Kosa no omo tina case no eventually ended up acquitting and discharging them. The narrative then was that Akroma was not happy with the acquittal.
Mm-hmm.
I think that had to follow. It followed the Kulungugu bombing.
Mm-hmm.
But what you say?
Me too, pa.
Nti ekoba asano. Almost started for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in Saja before Ned.
Sure.
As we moved on with our democracy, we felt that there is a way we have to insulate.
Hey, what is it? That's why you know as the first Ghanaian chief, the first Ghanaian Inspector General of Police, Uru.
They were all implicated in that Kulungugu.
And no, I have 7 senior police officers.
And they were all deemed to have been part of the conspiracy. It's a black woman. I call Basano. And now, 1979 Constitution, and we started these provisions when we are then, so that we can protect judicial officers, so that they can act without fear or favor. But what I say? So these provisions were put in the Constitution deliberately, so as to protect Superior Court judges. That was the reason. So it cannot be said, a Chief Justice cannot be removed. No. Except that the only grounds under which you can remove that person must only be on 3 grounds. Just 3. Stated misbehavior, incompetence, enabling panel, I won't mean performing the responsibilities as a judge, a Superior Court, or Chief Justice. But what I say. And so back to the issue, and I'm reason. So this introduction of Article 146 was put into the Constitution to protect the judge for. Into your friend is security of tenor. But what I say, security of tenor. Sa unipano oman penibi said your judgment ni banana and so like the ninja what think now on castle judgment here I will give you. I don't like it, and for that matter, I'm removing you. No. Into the Ecoba and say 1992 Constitution with this express provision. Back forward to the Ghana Bar Association, Black Family. The Ecoba and say you have a situation where a man another down Akuffo Dunsa saw petition for the removal of Yemame Laҭheҭ. Or sete or the ma Mame Sofa Akuffo. And a Mame Sofa Akuffo make it the FN of prima facie determination. So a prima facie case has been determined against Yemame Sofa Laҭheҭ any Amadou Suleiman in ĖviÚ. Based on that, Omote, the Justice Benning led committee. There were 5 members of that committee. Justice, now retired Supreme Court Judge Anthony Benning. Yemame Agnes Doji, now retired Supreme Court Judge, and the late Justice Mahama. At that time, no, not Justice Anthony Benning, and Supreme Court Judge. Justice Mahama and Agnes Doji were justices of the Court of Appeal, and 2 other civilians, Abrampa, and 1 other woman. Committee ni Yomejumano. The committee we sent the friend was 3-2. It was
me too,
Justice Benny and the other woman, a dissent here. The late Justice Mahama, Agnes Doji, Abrampa. 3, they agree, say, Laҭheҭ should be removed. President Nana-Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo acted on the recommendation of the Justice Benning Committee by a 3-2 majority. In a omudi yin Yemame Laҭheҭ ĖviÚ. Now, Unima one was said,
Daddy,
this is no buyer, no. And my senior brother, Abdul Malik Kwekubaako. As for Antias here, in a Oko Supreme Court, Black Kwame. Oko Supreme Court, no. Only release are not OCK.
no, I said they release, sir.
With the main kind relief for Keke.
Okay.
Or say that a declaration that in exercising the constitutional functions and duties of the Chief Justice of the Republic, you, under Article 146, Clause 3 and 4 of the Constitution, the Chief Justice exercises an administrative rather than functions and duties of a judge.
Okay.
The Chief Justice, under Article 146, 3 and 4, or making prima facie determination now, she is not acting as a judge or a judicial officer.
By a administrative function.
Or your administrative function, an inquiry.
Okay.
And so to the extent he said, send you man administrative and it's discretionary, no, there was the need for a constitutional instrument pursuant to Article 1296C.
Oh, okay.
And this
was now is the time
Enti Kwekubaako filed this application at Echo Supreme Court no. Now the lawyer Samson Ladi ayenene in a Supreme Court affair asem. Supreme Court affair asem no. Uni mo ane be defend Attorney General.
Why?
Godfrey Adame.
Okay.
No, a deputy AG. On the 5th of February 2019, in a Supreme Court, at Naso, I was asking.
But he is the same person.
Mekaba, Black Kwame. Enti asemi ba Supreme Court na Godfrey Adame raise preliminary legal objection Kwame, what was the nature of the objection?
How was it?
Or say, Saskamna Omodia Base, the Chief Justice, in exercising the powers under Article 1463 and 4, no, on performing judicial function but administrative. And for that matter, there was a need for a constitutional instrument to govern and regulate the exercise of that discretionary. Or say it has no way to invoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court.
Wow.
Yes. Brother, or say only Kukubaku and your dream.
Yes, in another instance he was approbating, another instance he was reprobating.
What do you say, Mekaba? In the Supreme Court, unanimous decision of the Supreme Court. In fact, I think I have the decision of the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for send him. Yeah, we are.
Maybe I'm messing him out also.
But you.
It is well decision now a buy no. In the Supreme Court, I can say case now Abdul Malik Kukubaku Ediabano. It is not a proper case to invoke the original jurisdiction. Rapame. You know, Mubo Asem Nugu ye. You know, Mubo Asem Nugu. At that time, no, ye Ghana Bar Association, Sebi, I issue statement. And Casio, say ye Saloto say, without a publication of a constitutional instrument, no, it's unconstitutional. In fact, the lawyer who defended the Attorney General at that time, Ėviū, as deputy AG on the bar court, able raising that preliminary legal point in a Supreme Court, please, who was the lawyer for Chief Justice Torkono now removed?
Jumedi no ofami no na mede yede mede eba besom no, but unsubscribe ya subscribe like Jumedi and share ne ma for friends so and can be kindly click on the notification bell no so send be ya the any news be able to platform so I want so work no the air call and the air the air but POG Media the ye no more Ghana be fan into my preference yanko ne konkoji ofami no abra Eduzi tamaklo or de in some do na ye de atuja
anya go for the Adame. Now, the very way the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court, yeno. And yet, no, Efuagati, it's now the platform of the Ghana Bar raising that issue. And yet, no. That. And yet, no. So, why the selectivity? Why the selectivity in the advocacy? Sebi Saloto say no on your bar. Brother, me sebi say Saloto say no on your bar.
Yeah, me too, pa.
Yeah, mommy, Loretta Lamptey.
NCC.
Slad boss. No pursuant to Article 146. And guess who brought the petition for the removal of Loretta Lamptey? Richinyama. Unim Richinyama.
Richinyama pa. Me am Richinyama.
Progressive Nationalist Forum. Onye MPP.
As I say, no. They say one more supported Bawumia no come pa.
Wonderful. Me aminya a wo fi pandai.
Aha, yeah. Say na ni seat the better kwaji o. Yebeko.
Yaminti. So why the basis of this selectivity in the advocacy? Huh? Why the selectivity? The Ghana Bar Association, yes, sir. It creates an impression that they are biased towards a political party. I don't think that is the case. And so the bar also needs some introspection. And I won't do that.
Well. Based on the
it is only when one person is crying that you get involved. Then it becomes selective. Article 146, President Akuffo using an independent constitutional body.
Law, Mammy, so Supreme Court will be the court. I must ask them where there is a precedence. Now, we've been found Koyama Supreme Court per the Wunim and departed from their earlier decision.
And Makacho say already the Supreme Court in early claim Agbamava.
Agbamava, okay.
On Article 296, our Constitution says where the person exercises the power in consultation with, and you see, say Article 146, when it comes to Chief Justice, the President acts in accordance with or in consultation Council of State. Obviously, in such situation, you don't need a CI.
Okay, you don't need any subsidiary legislation.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, that consultative process clear the issue by being earnest.
Now, any BB say President be wo maybe I won't be a semwa. We bet me rather than see a assemblyman free.
Well, I don't know. I'm not smarter than the framers of the Constitution. So that's a meeting now. We put the Constitution together, intelligent experience than they are. I can't do that, bro.
Oh, okay.
If maybe you see who esteem OK FM platform, so at the Ghana Bar Association for Chow, it should always be seen as then in opposition by a particular political party. That means, yes, Anna, it brings a certain sense of selectivity. It may not be intended.
Okay.
I think we should watch some of these things.
Okay. And the law, where Mamma, Namina was ban, will be some say, will be a sending question. Say, now they constitution, may require who has some Sibiana, not there be a constitutional.
Yes, and they are Constitution 101.
Aha, any idea some to be see at the message subscribe, like you and share, ne ma for friends, and can be kindly click on the notification bell, so send a beer. Yet the other news be also to platforms, so I won't so well who know the air call any day, but POG Media day, Yanama POG Media day, Yadin Sempano, and Besumu, the Biama crown.